This is my pre-calculus course. Today you're going to take the second test of the course. Now, if you haven't completed the practice test that I gave you for homework, don't take this test. You also should have completed the practice test that we did together in the previous class. If you have not completed those two practice tests, don't take this test. Now, a lot of students, as I've mentioned previously, will take this test and they will fail it, and they'll figure, well, I don't know if I'm ready for the test, but if I take it and I fail it, then I'll know that I wasn't ready. Well, that doesn't work in the school system. If you do that in the school system, then you're going to end up failing a course. Now, if you fail this test, then that means that all the work that I put into it is going to be for nothing. So don't take this test unless you're ready for it. And remember, if you want to get a really good score, you have to go back and review everything that we did. Now, you should have everything cleared off your desk. No notes, no computer, no internet, no textbook, no help from anybody. You need to do this by memory. And I don't really care how long it takes you to finish the test. It probably shouldn't take you more than 2 hours. Some students may finish in an hour. Some students make 2, but I don't really care how long it takes you, as long as you can do this without any help from anybody. Now, you can use a calculator for this test, preferably a graphing calculator, because you need to get used to using a graphing calculator, preferably the TI-84 Plus. But I do not want you to use the calculator for graphing purposes. We'll use the calculator in later parts of this course, but not in this part of the course. So is that clear? You can use a calculator, but I do not want you to use it for graphing. And of course, like all my tests, this test is worth 100 points. Each problem is worth 4 points. So let's get a screenshot of the test. Here's screenshot number 1 and screenshot number 2 and number 3, number 4, and number 5 and 6, 7, and 8. So go ahead and take the test, and I want you to pause this video or just close the video and turn off your computer, whatever you need to do. Remember, no help from the internet. And go ahead and attempt this, take the test, and when you're done, come back to this part of the video. So mark the time code on this part of the video. So take the test, and I'll see you when you come back. Okay, we're back. So you should have the test completed. Don't look at the answers until you've finished the test. That makes the whole test a pointless endeavor if you just look at the answers. So here's the answers, and here's the second page, or the second screenshot of the answers. So now that you have the answers, let's talk about how to score your test. So if a problem has 2 parts, then that means each part is worth 2 points. Pretty simple. If a problem has 4 parts, each part is worth 1 point, and so on and so forth. The grading is, or the scoring is pretty self-explanatory. You don't have to worry about rounding. I don't think I asked for you to round off any of these problems. So you can look at this the scoring guideline here, and I want you to go ahead and score your test, and you can use your own discretion about how to score certain parts, but remember, just to be fair. And so go ahead and score your test, and when you come back, we'll talk about how to grade your test. But the grading is, again, self-explanatory, so write down the time code for this part of the video and pause the video, score your test, and when you come back, we'll talk about how to grade it. Okay, we're back. So you probably don't need to look at this, because if you live in the United States, or if you've taken my courses before, you know how to grade your test. So if you scored 90 to 100, then that means that you did very, very well. If you scored 80 to 89, then that means you did well, but there's a few things you could work on. And if you scored 70 to 79, that means you did well, but there's quite a few things that you need to work on. And if you scored anything below that, then that means that obviously there's a problem. Most likely you didn't take those practice tests, you didn't study. Math is a difficult subject, so you can't just you can't take risks when it comes to preparing for an exam. So if you scored in the green, very good, I'm proud of you. If you scored in the red, then you can still improve and still pass this course, but that's an issue, that's a problem, so you need to change the way you're studying. Really, it's the way you're studying for the test that is probably the issue. And remember, not only do you have to study for the test, but you have to do the homework. The homework is the most important part of this course, so if you're not doing the homework, then that tells you immediately what the problem is. You can't pass this course without doing the homework. So that said, we're going to go on to the next part of the course in the next class. Again, if you pass this test, I'm proud of you, good job, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next class.